Mother, 59F, threatening suicide if I, 30F, don't break up with my boyfriend, 34M. I, 30F, am Indian, living in the US. And my boyfriend is white, 34M. We started dating over a year ago and are deeply in love and planning a future together. We have been living together for the last few months. Everyone in my family has come to accept and love my boyfriend except for my mother. I told her we were dating 6 months into my relationship and she did not take it well. I thought things were improving with time, but this is not the case. They've deteriorated significantly and I don't know what to do. We plan on proposing to each other soon, but my mom basically disowned me and said I have destroyed and brought shame upon our family. She is also threatening to end her life but asking me to reconsider my relationship. She is also blaming me for health issues she's had for over 5 years. BF wasn't even in the picture at the time. I feel incredibly guilty for how she's feeling, though it's no fault of my own and she has a history of making threats like this. I'm not sure what to do. Has anyone experienced something like this and have any advice on how to navigate this situation? Thanks. Your mom is emotionally abusing you. You are not responsible for her feelings or reactions. You are 100% not responsible for whatever your mother says or does. She is committing emotional abuse and will keep inflicting this to get whatever she wants. Have you told your family about this? If not, I urge you to. This way you're not the only person having to bear the weight of her abuse. You're an adult and are capable of making your own choices in life. If she can't be happy for you finding love, then that says more about her than it does about you. Your mother is using emotional abuse to control you, and the best thing to do is to send her a text and tell her that until she is prepared to act like an adult you will have no contact. No debates. No decisions. No tears. Then block her on your phone and go. Live your life. If she uses self-harm language like this in the future, tell that you love her and want her to be safe and you are calling 911 for her. This is the way. You ignore her. I'm Indian. My aunt is like this and all of us hate her. My cousin used to bend over backwards to please her, when it isn't her job. As your mother, she is supposed to raise you, then let you be an adult. My cousin no longer speaks to her mom, who threatens suicide all the time. She made the crime of marrying a black man. My aunt misses out on her grandkids who are amazing. But it's because she's stupid. Your mom sounds exactly like my aunt. She's a narcissist and using Indian culture to try and control you and get what she wants. The next time she threatens suicide, call the police to do a welfare check. It'll make her think before she uses that lie again. You need to live your life. Next time she threatens suicide, call her on it. Ask her where and how she should be buried, and any other wishes she might have. She is manipulating you. It's time to block her and start a life. Geez. My father is Indian and my mom is white. My grandparents had been nothing but kind and loving towards me, especially my grandfather. I have a nice picture of him holding me and my mom smiling happily nearby. My grandmother has always been good to me as well. These dramatic Asian parents, I swear. Your mom should be embarrassed. I'm so done with Desi parents blackmailing their kids because they can't control them. I'm sorry, but you're a human being and entitled to your own life. Ask her to update her will and downsize her junk so there's less to deal with afterwards. Hey fellow Indian woman here. Although I ended up marrying another Desi, I did have a what-if conversion with my parents' someone who was outside of the Indian-Pakistani subcontinent, and it did not go well either. Lol. Man. Daisy parents are so emotionally abusive. It's crazy to me. And they continue to unload that generational trauma instead of breaking it. So, you break it. You break the trauma. And don't feel bad. BC, what if you married inside the Daisy community? And you end up emotional abused by his side? You know where I'm going with this, right? Marry that man. Marry him, BC, if you want. You'll continue to be emotional abused. BC in the Daisy community. Nobody wants to see you happy. They'll start with the baby questions. Then the body shaming. Then ask about more kids. Etc. It's a never-ending cycle. So I ask you, what will make you happy? To counter the extreme emotional abuse, ask her what kind of flowers she would like for her funeral. She's not gonna kill herself. She's being emotionally abusive. Don't let her get through to you. You will be so unhappy and resentful. Live life with your boyfriend. You deserve it. I'm Indian. 2. 1. The next time she threatens suicide, call the police for a wellness check. If this angers her, play dumb. But I was just so worried about you. Quote, she'll stop. 2. She will pull out all the stops. All of them. She'll have your extended family guilt you. She'll threaten suicide. She'll disown you. She'll say awful hurtful things no parent should ever say to their child. And then, as soon as you and this man have a child together, she will be back, pretending nothing ever happened and apologizing for absolutely nothing, acting like she is 100% entitled to be in her grandchild's life. At that point, you will hold all the cards. And it's up to you what you decide to do with them. I've seen it so many times. You are a grown adult. As hard as it may be, it's time to cut this toxicity out of your life. I have had to do that with an incredibly toxic parent, and it only made my life better. It's hard, but you deserve happiness and to not have an abusive parent. Your mom is not a good person. Your mom is a manipulator. Stand your ground. As an Indian, this is typical Daisy drama. Call her bluff. She's counting on you to cave. Tell her that you don't negotiate with terrorists. Tell her that you love her and want her to be your life as you and your boyfriend take the next steps. Tell your relatives that you are worried and ask them to keep an eye on her. If push comes to shove, if you think she's serious, Baker act her. I would tell her if she thinks your life can be dictated by threats and guilt-tripping, you'll just call emergency services to get her help. Otherwise she can lose your number.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.